That's precisely what happened.
That is precisely
You
what
told me to
happened.
do
That is-
something, then I told you to do something, and then you didn't do it, and now we're here.
Yeah, but like you escalated to pulling me over, man. You could have just left me
I
alone with
didn't
that.
escalate nothing. That's not true.
You know what you did. Come on, you gotta agree with me, buddy. You know what you did.
I mean, yeah, you told me to do something, and then I mean, my sirens went off. I
Yeah, and then you
followed through,
responded to.
and then I told you
with-
to do something, and then you didn't do it. So that's not fair.
No. You skipped the part where you hopped in your vehicle and said, "Hey, pull over."
But well, no, even before I got into court, I told you that's illegal window tint. Pull it over, and you didn't do that.
It's not like a window tint.
It
You
is.
still see me through, man.
Okay, so I will tell you this. You have to be careful with window tint because while you are in Mosley's, because the lighting is different than outside, it's easier to see in while you are indoors or in a covered garage than it is when you are outdoors. When the sun is shining on it, if it becomes a reflective surface and we can't see in, it's still illegal, even if under certain circumstances, it passes as legal. It needs to pass at all times, so you got to be careful with that.
Look, as long as you can still see the person through the window, it's not illegal.
No, and don't be one of them people who go and you can see me through the windshield. It doesn't matter what window I'm looking through. I best be able to see you.
Okay, I'm not a dumb fuck who says that. Okay,
There's a lot of dumb fucks. I'm not saying you're one. I'm just there do be a lot of them though.
Look, respectfully, I know the rear shield and the front shield cannot be, or windows, I guess, cannot be tinted. Because if it was tinted, then how in the fuck would I see?
I don't know what to tell you.
No. Look, there was another window tint that was way darker than that. I purposely did this just so I don't get pulled over. Yet it still happened.
Joker, thank
so
you for the 52
telling me
months.
I have to fucking
Also,
change
thank you
it
for the 14
back
biddies.
even more now?
Again, it depends on the lighting situation. Truthfully, because if you're in Mosley's, I'm not kidding. There was one time. This was easily a year ago. I think it was Rolla, and I think it was a Panto. She was like, "Is this okay window tint?" We were in Mosley's. I was like, "Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine." I kid you not. She drove out with that knowledge, and it was instantly like noticeable that it was way too dark, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I paid her $500 so that she could fix it because the only reason she picked that window tint was because I was like, "Yeah, no, that passes," not realizing that the lighting in Mosley's and out of Mosley's are two very different things.
Well, I guess I fell victim to one of those lights, huh? Did I?
It's definitely possible, and I'm not gonna lie. Had you have pulled over, I pretty much have a one-time courtesy with unless someone is giving me attitude. Straight up, I'm gonna be real. Unless someone's giving me attitude, and I don't mean like what you did. Like what you did is perfectly fine, bantery back and forth, whatever. But if somebody were to pull over and it's a window tint related thing, I would just tell them, hey, listen, get your window tints changed. Primarily because number one, it subjects your vehicle to being towed.
Somebody ordered a male stripper?
Honey, I have a 95 in here.
Oh,
Yo, we did. Yo, come inside, man.
No. Whoa.
Bring
Didn't realize you had someone in there, man.
Oh, well, come in.
Bring him inside, yo. Bring him inside.
Honey, this is the ISO compliance room, and this stall started
What
over
is
window
this?
tint. And this is
hello. What's good?
this is Miles' Miracle.
I am. What's good,
Damn,
man?
you need some miracles, fella. Jesus.
Honey,
I agree with you. Okay, no.
honey.
I agree with him. I am a sick person. Okay, I am in need of some doctors, but unfortunately, I don't see.
He was talking to the clock. To be fair.
Okay, but like Pinglis is a nice person. Like if you sit here for 10 minutes, you will actually have a good conversation with him.
I wish we had 5150 still.
Honey, is this office cruel and unusual punishment?
Probably. Kept me, they keep me all day, just silence, nothing else.
Right.
No, look, you just gotta understand Pinglis. I know he makes ticks, but that's the code, okay? You just gotta decipher it, and then he'll...
Gotta decipher it. How you decipher the same thing over and over and over? Ooh.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well,
I think it's time to send me to the DOC. The conversation is cut short now.
tell you what. Even though you didn't plead guilty, given the circumstances, you're originally looking at 55. I'm gonna chop that down to 30, given some time served and good behavior. Okay.
It's up to you, my friend.
All right.
I
Do you have any
appreciate you,
comments,
deputy.
questions, or concerns?
If I see you behind me and get chased, I will not run away. That's all.
Sure does
All right.
You're too much. You're
All
too
right,
much
I'm
to
gonna-
handle.
Only that
I'm gonna get you sent off.
I'm gonna
You
come
stay
back, I'm
safe.
gonna
Good
push
luck.
him. Hold on.
both
Goodbye.
down, both down,
See you
both
soon.
down.
No, wait, not. No.
Have a good one.
Two
Shit.
suspects down. Another officer just went down. I don't know if there was any interference. I don't know. Were there any other cars in the tunnels with you guys?
No.
Okay, it should just be these two for now.
Yeah, check is ready for whoever's up there, and then see if this radio is active.
Does we still have up on scene?
14278.
We got a
What's this
few. 29.
All right, can we group up? It looked like everybody went down like solo.
Yeah, we're going. No. It was a choke point. We're going on Mount Zona upper floor.
Guys go in one at a time. What the fuck happened?
So we're holding a really good point. Like it was really hard to do.
No, they weren't going one at a time. It's fine. So far, still nothing that I can see up here in Air 1. Should be just these two suspects.
Where did this stem from?
A bank truck.
Perry fucking flanked the whole way around the opposite side of the building. Legendary flank.
Did he down them?
He did. He downed them both.
Hold on, Barry.
I buy the wrong ammo. Of course I did.
Let's get IDs on them if they
Wait.
have them.
Isn't it cartridge ammo? Cartridge
I don't
ammo?
have
Cartridge
any
ammo?
in any of
Cartridge
my guns for some reason, so
Yeah.
I'm just sat reloading.
ammo.
I don't think this is gonna be a big shootout.
Where?
Who are we dealing with? Just so I know who to look out for.
That's what they're trying to ID him right now. The first suspect didn't have an
Oh.
ID on him.
Okay.
I think Perry did confirm a name earlier. Based on the RO of the vehicle. Get the car real quick.
Am I dumb?
There's no EMS, so once they're treated with first aid, load them up in a car and get them transported.
Kane Sullivan. I don't know who that would be.
No idea.
Not sure.
Saints.
What'd you say, Matt?
Saints.
Saints. Oh, okay.
I'm so confused. Wait, unless I need a... Oh. Guys, it's fine, it's fine. I know what I'm doing, I swear. I've been doing this long, I
I'll get one
swear.
as well.
If Perry's unconscious, I'm gonna get in there to one of the Vics.
You want me to transport now? Or are we holding?
Yeah, you can transport. You can transport Viv now already. Like
Alright.
once all the individuals that are on the upper floor are treated, then let's get them, load them up. We're gonna.
This is the casing.
Vehicle to MRPD.
Watch, it's gonna be this right here.
Who's collecting evidence?
I can collect evidence actually.
Um...
I get my comms and can't get the from you.
Where's my class 2? My locker. Fuck.
My 95 with the black shirt has been treated. I'm gonna bring him down my car now.
Copy.
It's kind of far there. I can put him in someone's car.
Yeah, I have Brady and Perry both in 432's Premier, but I'm having head issues, so I can't grab Slim Jim it. It went down, I think.
Doop, doop.
Ready to check.
10-2.
Lima 4, 1041. Wow.
Tactical 41 after 78. That's crazy.
Oh
Nice.
my god.
Viv's being treated at the moment. Why did they shoot them? What was happening?
I think they just were. They're going to get caught regardless, so they tried to bust
Oh,
their way
okay.
out.
Fair enough.
I live.
49's going to get these two to CMC because Perry appears to be needing the medical as soon as possible.
Copy.
Let's grab a little more ammo.
When do you need medical?
You
Harry
can
does.
get. Yeah. Let's get the 95s
Oh,
treated by
wait.
EMS.
Luke's on duty. Luke, get your ass here.
Hey.
I've got
Corner of
two-
Egmont and Dorset, please.
I got 247 95s in my Vic. Do you want me to take them out for EMS or transport them?
No, take it. EMS is here. We can just keep it at the triage near the PD vehicles, and we had let EMS treat them.
Since they have that under control, let's not gonna rush this. DNA. Oh my god, DNA! It's fresh!
Okay, both 95s are at triage, awaiting EMS.
Oh my god, it matches!
It's code 4 for EMS roll in, right?
A-frame.
If, Perry does appear to be a prior enemy. He's needing some urgent care.
Shoot, I'm transporting Viv back to the scene and grab her car.
29 evidence and pictures have been taken on scene.
What is this on the ground and why can't I grab it?
And who's got their car that's getting a VAV? Or was it? It was already transported, but it looks like.
3-8 did
Yeah.
it.
Oh, copy. Alright,
Let's
everyone
see.
is getting low. RTB.
That there, that there, that there. Alright, let's throw on music and write our report. What do we listen to is the question. We're gonna go to the fucking default. No, we're not, actually. Start with this. my god, I restarted. In my... Holy fuck. I need to change this. Save. Overwrite. There we go.
Alright, evidence has been gathered.
Okay. I can now hear it. Roads that Senior Buns when he witnessed a red Dominator. Miles. Miracle. Prevented roads from seeing the driver. Um. Down lane, exit. Abattoir towards Signal Street. How do I spell it? Um. Keep doing this every time.
That's ready to roll out whenever.
Um.
Slash 245 route mission row. I'm still lacking loads of gear. Like, I got on duty, had the 78, left.
Who's
Are
processing
we
Kane
ready to go?
Sullivan?
My suspect responded when I called him Kane. I think it's me. I'll let
Hi,
you know.
Rhodes.
Okay,
Hello.
yeah, his vehicle's getting
Good
abducted, and
morning.
he had 122 bags of weed in his car.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Raid him! PD raids only ever go well, right?
Right. I don't remember last night's raid.
That's a good sign.
Did he say we have to raid him?
so down for a raid, guys. Surely it wouldn't go bad. They'd only have a few people, right?
You can question him. I mean, it's a lot of weed. But if he doesn't have any patterns, I don't know if we can rate him for that.
Okay.
I'm just fucking around, Espinosa. Don't ignore me, mate.
No, I mean, hey, 120 bucks is a lot, you know. So, but if he doesn't have any pass, I don't know if we can rate him. I'm talking mainly for crystals here.
GRX.
Or I'll talk to him.
Yeah, question him, grill him.
Is there anyone that remembers the raid from yesterday?
There was a raid yesterday?
Apparently, I don't even know who won. Espinosa just said there was a raid yesterday, but he doesn't remember, but he was there. That's not a good sign.
No.
Can I get officers to help unload the people from the Red Scout, please?
Mm-hmm. I have to go back. Oops. Oh, why is this happening? My mouse is going off screen. Oh, there we go. That's weird. Yeah. Um. Hmm.
You must get a quick nap to fix my T-Rex arms.
Um.
Yep, right up to this.
Doop doop doo.
Hey, Matt.
Hello.
Suspects have been treated.
Hmm. Do do do. Chat. When we had the 95 in the car, it drove like ass. 390 10 Oh, actually, let's go back to Merriweather. There's a shit ton of stuff on the floor. I don't know if y'all saw it. See how much shit is on the ground. Pretty sure there's stuff in the water as well. It's originally where I saw it. Oh my god, I've already filled up a bunch of lockers. What number was I on? 18? Yeah.
Radio check. I can see again.
Hi. Holy fuck. These are from academies or class 2 things. Class 2 training? Oops. I had a panel for a long time. Years at this point. Mm-hmm. Really is crazy how long it's been. Just this stuff will never get deleted. Hello?
Honey, where are you?
In the ocean.
Why are you in the ocean?
I'm cleaning stuff up. I realize that when people are getting their class 2 cert, they take all the projectiles and toss them in the ocean.
Honey, I was talking to you on the radio, and now everybody's worried because you didn't answer.
Well, that's because I jumped into water and my radio went off.
Oh, okay.
Can you let them know I'm okay?
Yeah, I let them know.
Thank you.
Listen,
What's
listen.
up?
I'm gonna come talk to you, okay? But
Okay.
listen, some people might try and tell you some things. They're not true, okay?
Honey, there ain't nothing people could tell me that gonna make me concerned.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. But I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, see you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So much fucking shit. Yeah, I'm over here.
Oh. Oh, there you are.
Hey. What's up?
What are you doing diving for?
Well, imagine class 2s being shot here because they do the class 2 training stuff here, right?
Yeah.
Except, for whatever reason, the bozos take out their flashlight and pick up all the evidence and chuck it in the ocean. Honey,
That's
there's
literally-
reefs. There's reefs littered with casings and projectiles.
You want to give it to me and then I'll ticket them all for littering? Yeah.
Honey, I have no idea who it belongs to.
Yeah, but you can check the casings against the registered out the firearms, right?
Yep, and you're gonna find the person who shot it, but not the person who littered.
But they all have they don't have their own guns. Damn it.
No, they would have their own guns, but the person who picked them up and tossed them in the ocean instead of putting them in an evidence bag and disposing of them.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
listen,
what's going on?
Listen. Me, I was helping out after that shootout.
Right.
So Perry got shot, right? And so I was helping him. I was in the hospital and I was carrying him to Dr. Skip, and I think Dr. Skip thought that I was the one that needed treatment, and then so he kind of grabbed me and threw me in the bed, but then Perry was on my shoulder, and it looked very intimate, but there was nothing happened there.
Honey, I know there'd be nothing between y'all. Have you seen Perry? He's hideous.
He is, yeah. It's like one of those dolls with like those dolls that you like put on your dashboard, the little guys with like sticky up hair and they're like colorful.
Yep. You're talking about like a troll?
Yeah,
Like,
he
yeah.
looks like a troll.
Yeah, precisely. And why do you feel like you had to explain yourself to me?
Because they're gonna blackmail me. Johnson took a photo, and Perry was like, "Send that to me." Perry put a 311, was like, "Here's my number," because Johnson didn't have it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, honey, how about this? How about I give in to what they want and pretend to be upset at you, and you play off as if you're actually worried, and then we just, after letting that go on for a while, we let them in on the fact that I knew the whole time, and just wanted them to think that they were doing something productive, but really they wasted their time because they tried to fuck with us. Thoughts?
Or you let them think that you believe it, and then we take them to small claims court for blackmail.
Well, honey, I don't know that I would go that far.
Come on.
No, because then we'd be perjuring ourselves.
Why?
If we try claiming, hold on, why are we taking those small claims?
Blackmail. The misrepresentation of character. They're calling me a hoe, but I'm not a hoe.
How about we sue them for $1 each, just to get the point across?
That's a good idea.
I'm not opposed.
Okay.
I'm not opposed at all.
Right. Where have you been anyway?
I'm good. How are you? I'm still on the lookout for a house.
Have you put a bid in for that house that Nino's doing on the docket?
No, isn't that not a bid? Don't we just have to put our name?
Yeah, why don't you put your name in for the lottery?
Why don't you do it and I do it?
Because I've got a house.
What do you mean you have a house?
It's a safe house, but it's under my name. Don't tell anybody.
Honey. Fuck.
But it's gonna muddy the waters, and you've got the money.
Yeah, that's true.
You do it. Don't forget.
I'll do it right now.
It's a Mirror Park house, and it's like 2 or 3 million or something. I can't remember exactly.
Let me do it right now. One moment. I don't want to forget. I don't want to forgore.
Nice.
City Hall. Is it under City Hall? No. Where is it? Department of Justice?
Yeah. And it's like lottery, something, Mirror Park.
Yeah, I'm just searching lottery. 3 Westmere Drive.
Yeah,
Was it? So. Oh, it closed.
Damn it, honey. I couldn't do it because I didn't have the money.
Oh. Well,
Who won? Who won? Who won?
Quincy Quantum.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Well,
Fuck
awkward.
that guy.
Oh, and they entered at the very end.
Could have been you.
Could have been me. Yeah, you're right.
It could have been us.
All right, I'm sure we'll get a better property. Well, hold on. Wait, what property was this?
Little Park.
Yeah, but like, hold on. West Mirror Park.
West Mirror Drive 3.
I mean, it's all right.
It's beautiful.
It's all right.
Right in the old house.
Oh my, that meant Alice would have been our neighbor.
A drag.
Yeah, but honey, the last time I went to Alice's house, there was a lot of tea spilling.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Okay, honey, you can't tell anybody because she told me, you know, she told me in confidence, but
Right.
she cheated on Loki. Mm-hmm. Now, do I
Why'd she
blame
do
her?
that?
Do I blame her? Because he went MIA using Loki? No.
Why did she break it off? Why does she have to
How's she gonna break it off with
Cheat.
someone who ain't been around?
by text?
But that's even worse. She might as well play off as if he's dead.
Damn. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Yeah.
believe it.
Oh, I
Who
can. I
Who
can.
with that? Was it someone worth
She
it?
didn't. She didn't tell me. She didn't tell me.
Oh, probably a gangster.
But you know, she pretty much said that she had needs that Loki wasn't fulfilling. You know, rightfully so. I mean, listen, you know, that they were like, you know, Loki was her like pre-husband. But like, I don't think there was nothing like legal. Like they didn't get married. So, you know, if you have a pre-husband and they go MIA, guess what? Fair game. I know that sounds terrible, but that's the reality of the situation.
Terrible.
What?
Poor Loki, man. The guy could be like kidnapped on a fucking island or something, and he's getting cheated on.
And you know what? I'm sure if Alice found that out, she wouldn't be able to forgive herself. But I don't think that's the case, considering she sent him a text message or something to transfer the premiere in her name, and he did it with the quickness. So maybe he's got a fling elsewhere. Think about it. What if Loki was actually cheating on Alice, and Alice just needed, you know, needed her needs fulfilled that Loki wasn't doing, but Loki was doing for other people? Yeah, I'm just saying the possibility exists that Alice, you know, didn't do nothing wrong and she's just concerned.
Too much tea. That's too much tea.
You want to know the worst part about all this?
What's that?
This was on Valentine's Day that she told me this. And do you know how I remember? Because I was with Alice all day that day. I went off duty. You know, I got your card made. Alice and I got cards made, you know.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yep. And I remember it so vividly because I pulled up to the house and she was dressed in her oh my god, what are they called? Oh my god. What was she fucking wearing?
A kimono?
A what?
At the robe thing? Or...
Yes, but like, you know, like dressed down because you were at home alone, you know, not doing, you know. She was doing dishes for like way too fucking long. I swear she She's one of those
On
like she speaks with her hands, you know, and that meant that despite the fact that she was doing dishes in the sink, when she was talking to me, you know, because she has an island and she was looking at me, she wasn't doing the dishes. She was talking with her hands the whole time, so the dishes weren't getting done. And yeah, no, she admitted to all of it, and she said Mateo was downstairs, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, was it Mateo? Do you think Mateo would do that? I do.
Not Reddit. You know, do anything for a taste of power, you know.
Well, I was gonna say, you know how quickly he jumped ship from the BCSO to the LSPD.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. I mean, they live together. Would it be a coincidence?
Nope.
I'm just saying, Alice was desperate.
Anybody but Red.
I mean, I think deep down he's good, but like, it just gets messy when you work with someone.
Yeah, who would do that?
Honey, it's different between us. We're married.
Yeah,
No
we
pre-husband
won.
bullshit. You know, none of that. I don't know.
Anyway, you heard about my impeachment the other day?
You got impeached?
No, I impeached somebody else.
Oh, who?
I impeached Magistrate Jana Pierce.
Oh.
Judge.
What for?
Well, it was gross negligence and gross incompetence were the details of the impeachment. But like the actual incidents, there was 3. There was one where she sent a state announcement out. This was before it was publicly announced, and she was like, "Any amount of money to anybody who brings me the cure for this damn disease." And then later said, "Oops, that was an accident. False alarm. Story."
I mean, honey, I'm gonna be real. That's a valid state announcement. The first one, at least, not the second one.
And then the second incident was when she entered onto a case when she was conflicted. Like she was present when that.
Cam, how long have you been here?
Talking about the whole thing, and then she still entered onto the case. And then the last one was when me and Craig got sued. During that, they overturned the search warrant.
Just got here.
But to overturn a search warrant, it has to be a justice and 2 judges.
Right.
But they were only 1 judge
Right.
and 2 magistrates.
Ooh.
Now, the issue is that after all of that, they said that only one of these was inside the statute of limitations, so we're going to have to ignore the other 2, even though it was done as like a culmination, you know?
Well, hold on. The statute of limitations has nothing to do with like doing shit within the capacity of your job. Like, let me be clear. If I murder someone on duty 45 days ago and the police find out, you know, my employer finds out, that has nothing to do with whether or not I can be fired.
Right. Exactly.
Well, that sounds silly.
The only thing that is mentioned in the legislation is that it says any civil or something, I can't remember exactly what the wording is, but it has to be filed within 30 days. And then there's an addition that says this includes articles of impeachment, says ACRs.
Oh. Ooh.
Then the next line says, in any ongoing grievance, like for a civil suit, the statute of limitations, like this filing can be whatever the last incident was. And the last incident was like 2 weeks before this happened. So they ignored that. But basically the issue arises is that they said, we do see issue with this one thing that happened within the statute, but given that's not impeachment worthy, we're not going to do anything about it. We're not going to conclude the impeachment, and we'll handle it internally. So that's not great. That's not great. And then Craig impeached the justices. That didn't go great.
Oh, how'd that go over?
So yeah, we had the governor turn up because he has to for an impeachment of the justices. And then for some reason the mayor's office were there as well. And then it went very off track very quickly, and it went from this is an impeachment of the justices because they're never around, basically, you know, dereliction of duties and all that, to a full-on meeting between the mayor's office and the DOJ about completely separate issues. And there was no conclusion.
Honey, I don't know if it was you that I told, But I told someone that the start of the conversation with the governor is going to start one way, but it's not going to conclude, and it's going to be so fucking sidetracked, and everything else is going to be brought up. Oh, bless your heart.
Yep, you were 100% accurate. Yep. You
Oh
know,
wait, I told
at one
Craig.
point-
We had this
Oh,
conversation at the
there you
hospital.
go. Yep. Craig's okay with it because he's like, you know, politically,
They're
this,
on
this
notice
talk
now.
needs to happen. With like the mayors and everything, like the mayors are pissed at the DOJ about some stuff, and we're pissed at the DOJ because we've been waiting for a new director at the marshals for like 2 months now. I mean, since Angel left, it's been like 6 months since we've had a director that's like active and, you know, does director things. So yeah, we're kind of pissed off. So, and it's all just a massive fucking mess, and it's crazy.
So like, okay, I say from the outside looking in, right? I think there's only 2 competent people capable of the director position. That being yourself or Craig. There literally is nobody else.
Well, there was a vote. Apparently, I learned this recently, but as when the legislation changed, they had a vote for me to be the director, and it was 4-1. One person had some, I guess, disagreements about me, which I'm fine with, and because it wasn't a unanimous vote, then I didn't get made the director. Now, I didn't hear about this until a month and a half later when I was asking about when we're getting a new director. So I had big issues, and I've presented these to the justices. Like, if someone had an issue with me and what I'm doing and why I wouldn't be a good fit for the director,
Why wouldn't you be addressed?
why wouldn't they? Exactly. I didn't get spoken to at all. Not once. And I imagine the same thing happened with Craig, because he hasn't been spoken to, but I think there might have been, you know, his name was brought up as well. But yeah, 0 communication. And then the next thing we heard was when I reached out and I was like, hey, when we getting a fucking new director, man? It doesn't have to be me, it could be anybody. And then like 2 days later, Weiss posted that thing in the PD announcements where we're like, we're holding interviews.
So they think somebody outside of the department would be more...
That's what it seems like.
Holy fuck. Do you know how silly
Yes.
this sounds?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware.
Honey, this is as bad as giving the mayor the ability to choose who leads the police department. Someone outside of the department determining who would be a good choice to fill the needs of the department.
Yeah, which it's really bad. So that was like brought up by the governor, and after the conversation was like, they were even saying like, do the marshals even need to be under the DOJ? Like, couldn't they be like a separate entity completely? And I was like, uh-oh, I don't know where that's gonna go.
Well, I don't know. Oh, honey.
What's that?
Did you put your statement in the situation from the shootout?
No, I didn't actually. I can do that.
Yeah, you did. You 42 shortly after. I suspect you had something to deal with fairly urgently,
Yeah.
but I don't know if we found any hot guns, but I made sure that everything was documented properly. And the thing is,
What's the
I
incident
knew. Hold on. I don't know who actually put it up. I'm gonna search OAS Voodoo Place 21911. So the 14 attempted murder of government employees stems from just the 13 alphas, and does not accommodate you or Maxwell. Maxwell posted a statement, so we can add her, but we need yours as well because you didn't go down, so we don't have that evidence.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, listen, honey. I need you to be my inside man, okay?
In what?
You start asking and getting people to write debriefs. Like what?
Huh? What?
Go
Repeat
look
that?
at debriefs.
A debrief of what?
You know, like on a report, you see like, okay, here's the date, the incident command, this kind of thing. Then a debrief would be like, there was a cargo ship, officers responded and got shot down. Something super simple instead of having to like read everybody's statement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's appropriate.
We used to do it all the time. Like back when, you know, we were always taught to do like a debrief.
Well, okay, so the issue is that should stem from like, well, no, debriefs would typically happen as like a, this is what happened, meeting room, let's talk about the fuck ups. That was the debriefs of that time. You're talking, you want a TLDR.
Yeah, like a summary, a debrief, yeah.
Honey, you want to know why I don't think it's feasible, and this is going to sound so fucked up?
Why?
We keep adding more and more and more of these small things that, while they are small, you know, there was a senior report saying, and that called me out saying I needed to put tags in my reports. Do you know that I went through and wrote out manually each individual tag, and there was like 370 fucking something tags or some bullshit? You think I'm gonna search through three? You are out of your fucking mind. You are out of your... Consolidate it to 20 and I'll consider. Until then, no. And I stand by that. You can see senior reports, right? Or no?
Yeah, I can see everything.
Okay, well, let me just look for... it was by Bell. Let me get you the report number. Bell, and then category... senior report. 20568.
Ooh, okay.
Yep. You see the little check mark next to my name? That's because Alice spoke to me. And I pissed her off.
Nice.
Yeah. Look at the report. Look how I changed it. You'll see
I'm on here.
Oh, honey. Add tags to your reports. Now go ahead and reference Well, go ahead and reference the report I was involved in. You want tags from me? Okay.
Why is there so many yet?
Well, because they all apply. And look, there's a tag section in my report, and I clarified why each and every tag was put there.
This is extra petty. Wow. What was my one?
Let's find out together.
That's it. So because I didn't put a class 2 tag? I'm gonna do it. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I can understand the sentiment.
I love that your report says Barrett discovered a class 2. And you... I'm sorry.
What?
I'm just... Honey. Look at my response in that report. Scroll down. Scroll down. Look how many times you have to scroll to get to the bottom of the fucking list of available tags.
You actually wrote more.
Yes. 367 tags and more have been added since. I wrote those out individually, by the way.
You're crazy. There's probably an easy way to do that, you know.
Honey, have you ever tried copying anything in the MDT that isn't in the body of a report?
You got a point.
There's even some without, or with letters that are, or characters that are not, like letters, English letters. You bet your ass I went through and I made sure to get them.
I should teach you how to do image to text, and then you could have just screenshot it all.
Honey, when I'm going through these moments, I need you to know I'm trying my best to inconvenience myself so I can convey that message as best possible. If I make it easy, then it doesn't have the same level of, you know, whatever to it.
Yeah. I get you. On a separate note, I know you get, you know, petty with a lot of people, so if you got any rivals?
Any rivals? I mean, there's some people I just hate.
Do you
Shlomi.
marvel at those rivals?
No, honey. Shlomi could turn up dead tomorrow and I'd say good riddance.
Honey, come on now.
And I'd show
You
up to
can't
his
say
grave just
that.
to hit him with this.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, I'd probably leave a note. All lowercase except the L in Shlomi.
I mean, I'd come to his grave with a note, and it had all of his text messages on it, all the cringe text messages that he sent.
Oh,
to
not
his,
the kisses per... Was
Yeah.
it month?
Kisses per month, yeah.
Did he ever get the receipt of that?
Yeah, I think so.
You're not going to get frosted if I bring that up somehow, right?
I can't, listen, the amount of subpoenas I've done, I hope I've given notice for them all.
Yeah, but like, is it like an invasion of privacy if I say the KPM?
Oh, I don't know, actually. Maybe. Maybe he might sue you for that.
Because I've been seeing Rissa been around recently.
No, really?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I'm just saying, if I brought it up in a heated exchange, you know?
Okay. Listen, you do you.
Okay, what if I don't bring it up, but I bring up the fact that our KPM is sky high? I can't take myself seriously saying this. Normally I would say yes, but you know, to the thing you were just referencing, but I am gonna have to pass for now. No.
The other thing.
Yep.
Okay, just you let me know, okay? You
Will
just
do.
let me know.
Will do. I'm gonna go back in the water and pick up the remainder of the crap.
Okay, well, be careful. Don't
Love
drown.
you. I'll try not to.
Love you too.
Okay, I can't pick that up. I may actually just have to no clip underwater. Because some of these are clipping fairly heavily into the ground. Didn't even pick that up. Actually, no, I'll do this later. Let's just make sure there's none on the surface, because that's where we saw a bunch originally. Oh. Not what I meant to do.